Hey, what's up guys? It's me, Juan Pablo, so I'm back. Now we want to talk about your wholesaling goals as I fix my camera. So what are some of the goals that I want you to do? I want you to wholesale at least 2 deals a month. 2 deals a month, and you can do it, my friend, as long as you stay motivated. And that's the beauty of goals. They keep you on track. They give you a metric, something that's quantifiable to aim for. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to wholesale 1 deal a month, but I want you to graduate to 2 deals a month. And once you get to that 2 deals a month on average, that's when it's time to play a bigger game. Again, treat it as a business, your wholesaling operation as a business, hiring VAs, virtual assistants, and so forth, as well as continue to move forward with buy and hold. So if you have a wholesaling business and you have it somewhat automated, then you can move forward with freeing up more time for the buy and hold strategy. And reinvest your wholesaling proceeds to improve your credit and to have funds for your buy and hold strategy. I always want you to keep in mind, I said 1,000 times, right? Reinvest your earnings, meaning don't eat it. If you don't need it, don't eat it. When you wholesale a deal, assuming you still have your 9 to 5, I didn't advise you to quit your job to do wholesaling, just to be clear, but you're wholesaling in your spare time. And if you are doing that, you have your 9 to 5 affording your living expenses, continue to use your wholesale proceeds as fuel to finance your real estate buy and hold strategy. Now, for those of you who say, hey, I'm doing 2 wholesale deals a month, I'm making about $15,000 a month, and it only costs me $5,000 a month to live, that extra $10,000, I can use that towards buy and hold strategy. Now, if you have that criteria, and you might say, hey, well, it's better to quit my 9 to 5 and just wholesale. That's fine, but just keep in mind, when you get rid of that 9 to 5, you want to make sure you have enough credibility in your portfolio where mortgage lenders are concerned, as well as having documented income so that they can qualify you for mortgages. Unless you say, hey, I'm not using a mortgage, I'm just going to do lease options, or I'm going to be a real estate syndicator, general partner, and have my partners bring it to the table because I establish credibility, then you can do that. But I just want you just to make sure you play it smart. I always recommend you have enough credibility, enough deals in your portfolio that private money as well as mortgage lenders love to work with you. So until you establish that credibility, do not move forward with quitting your job. Even if you can make good money wholesaling by yourself, you still want to make sure you do that. If not, if you quit your job and do wholesaling, you'd be like several of my friends who just wholesale and they're in that wholesaling rut because they can't get into buy and hold because they don't have any documented income. They're not focused on perfecting their credit, and they have no buy and hold in their portfolio, which showcases no experience with buy and hold. So they can't do the general partner or multifamily situation. Okay, so just putting things in perspective for you. And convert wholesaling to a business. Again, hire personal assistants, that's a PA or VA, virtual assistant, to assist you with mailing, with running operations. You can use click to mail your stuff, list source. Again, all this stuff is listed in our book. Quit your day job, check the resources as well as some of those videos. And use Podio to keep track of your leads instead of self-made spreadsheets or the coaching spreadsheet, since Podio is a bit more robust. And have call centers helps with the phones as well. Just bring the brain power to the table. That's what I want you to be if you treat your wholesaling operations as a business. You just make the decision as, is this a deal? I think it is. This is a deal. So, being that this is a deal, I'm going to pull the trigger. But I'm having someone else screen the leads, send them to me. I'm just going to go there, pay a visit, and they get on the contract. Someone else is going to send an email out to my buyers list. Once that's done, I'm just going to oversee it and make sure the process is moving smoothly. Okay? And if your wholesaling business funds exceed your paycheck on average and you're able to buy and hold, consider quitting your day job, but again, assuming private money as well as mortgage lenders perceive you as credible. But I do have many wholesaler friends who say, hey, I need more time on the phones and this day job is hindering me from answering the phones while I'm at work. But I realized, hey, I can make, who knows, $10,000 a month to do 2 wholesale deals a month. I'm just going to quit. But make sure you have your ducks in a row. Have everything lined up so when you do quit, you still have adequate savings, at least 6 months savings, and you still have the ability to qualify for mortgages in the near future. Okay, so I always wanted you to keep that in mind before you quit your job. Watch that video again if you have any questions about it.